Thank you for participating in your new student orientation. My name is Sarah Scarkelli-Janis. I'm one of the co-coordinators of the orientation programs here at Greenfield Community College, along with my colleague Brian Smith. Today we're going to be talking about after the semester begins, and we're going to call this Unit 2. So we're going to provide you with information on how and where to ask for help here on campus. And we're starting to get into the finals phase of the semester, and many students are feeling the crunch between academics, home life, work, and any other thing you have going on in your life. So we want to revisit some of the programs or physical spaces on campus where you can receive help from faculty and student affairs staff. So let's go ahead and get that started. Okay, first office we're going to talk about is the Office of Student Activities and Community Service. In this space, on the second floor in the core, located right down the hall from President Pierre's office, you're going to be able to receive your student ID card. On your student ID, we'll have a picture, your full name, your legal name, and your student ID number. This card is important to receive help in any one of the offices pertaining to your student record. Your student record is private, and only you have access to it unless you provide us with other people who can have access to your student record here on campus, and it's important for us to know that you are in fact a student, and combination of your picture and the ID will help us give you access to those records and papers that we might need to fill out with you or for you on your behalf. Also located in this office are the Student Senate and the Student Clubs. GCC Student Activities Office retains a fee from students, approximately about $150,000 annually. And this money is spent, and it goes directly back for you guys to take advantage of things that are happening on campus. So we have anything from a business club to an autism club, peace and social justice club. We've got a gaming club. We've got students who are interested in poetry. So if there's a student club that doesn't exist on this campus, all you need to do is get a group of your fellow students, your peers together who are currently students, come on into the Student Activities Office and try to figure out how you can become an actual bona fide club and viewed through the Student Senate, and you're eligible to receive a small pocket of money for things that you want to do to enhance student life. Student Senate is elected students here on campus that serve in the capacity of trying to figure out how to spend the rest of that student money that comes in to enhance students' lives on campus and make things a little bit easier. These meetings are open to any and all faculty, students, and staff, so you're welcome to join. And again, have a voice in the process of how your money is being spent. In addition to that, we have service learning here on campus, and most recently we had a team of students go to Florence and build a Habitat for Humanity house. And in addition to that, as an outcome of that service learning project, one of our students actually became eligible to receive a home through his service. So a wonderful gift that just keeps on giving, and so the combination of activities and service are a great way for students to get involved on the GCC campus. In addition to that, we have Mondays and Wednesdays are activities hours, and from 12 to 1 o'clock in the afternoon there are no classes, so that students can be provided with educational, cultural, and social events that happen all over campus. We show movies, there's music and food and entertainment, things like Spring Week, Halloween, musical presentations, speakers, fun things that we have going on, these great tattoos. We had a fun time with that. Also, we have a bike share program in the Student Activities Office, and you can loan out a bicycle. We have during Bike Week in the spring, we have a full week of talking about the benefits of riding your bike, both mentally and physically, but also for the environment. And it rounds up with a pretty long trek of a group of people biking for many miles. I don't know exactly, but there's a big loop around campus I get involved in. And the student office senators decided that they wanted to provide bikes they wanted to provide bikes to students here on campus. So you're going to need a student ID, but you can come up to the Student Activities Office and loan one of those out. This is one of my favorite places on campus. I'm also one of the co-coordinators of the fitness center here on GCC. And exercise 2 to 3 times a week will definitely reduce your stress, increase your academic performance. Purdue University did a study not too long ago that says students who participated in physical activity and were in their fitness center performed higher academically. And exercise also has a way to keep your mind, body, and spirit healthy, your soul healthy. Helps people organize and work out frustrations, and we certainly can help you do that in the fitness center over in the East Building. We have all kinds of cardio equipment, free weights. If you need help putting together an exercise program, I can help you do that, or any one of the work study students, or Bob LaPalme, who's the coordinator of the fitness center, can help with that as well. It is a full functioning gym. We are small, but the benefit of that is you get to get a little creative with your exercise routine. There are totally great ways to increase your core strength. We have a bunch of medicine balls and yoga balls and mats, and we have steps. Also this Friday, Fridays during the semester from 1 to 2 o'clock, I am offering a cardio, core, and stretch program in East 107, so come on over. Get your sweat on. Another great resource we have on campus is peer tutoring. Peer tutoring is a free service to students, and right now as we're gearing up for finals, it's a great place for you to go and get extra help in math, writing papers, maybe creating an outline for a paper. You can have a standing appointment. Maybe you're just having problems with your math homework, or you're preparing for a test or an exam and you need a little extra support. Again, it is free to GCC students. Please take advantage of this space on campus. And again, all you have to do is go upstairs and ask for an appointment and ask for help. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness. It is, in fact, a sign of strength. So you're expanding your brains. You have the ability to learn more and to continue to learn more, but you have to exercise that muscle. So please go on up there and get some extra support. We also have online options for tutoring called Smart Thinking, and we'll get into that a little bit more during the technology component of today's presentation. Academic studios are spaces, physical spaces on campus designed for community to come together surrounded by faculty offices of that specific academic area. So we've broken it up into humanities, science, social sciences, business, and math. So if you're having problems or need additional help in a class, or if you just want to come in and study, these are great places to do that. Faculty offices are located all the way around these studio spaces, and you have access to finding not only your professor, but maybe a professor who's also in the same discipline, but might be able to help you with any trouble or explain something or even teach you the same concept maybe in a different way. So these are spaces where you can go and study, hang out. Business studio usually has coffee in there. The math studio has all kinds of your books, calculators, all kinds of manipulatives. The social science studio was just recently renovated, so make sure you go check out that space. Humanities space, we have actually a lot of programming happens in there. Word slams and poetry readings. And the Science Center is actually a fantastic space as well. Again, surrounded by those faculty offices, and you have nice access to your faculty members. And they've got all kinds of fun things up there. There's a really cute looking skeleton up there. Go check them out. Student spaces on campus, pretty much anywhere that's comfortable. So we want to talk about some of these. This is just an example of some of the comfortable couches and chairs we have available on campus, and we highly encourage you to take advantage of these and sit yourself down, have a cup of coffee, meet with students, fellow students, form a study group, and we encourage you to hang out here. We don't want you to drive in, drive out on campus. We want you to stay in between your classes and get your studies done, prepare for class, meet some new people, get involved on campus. Green space is coming back, everybody. We're almost there, almost. So we've got beautiful green grass on this campus. Please take advantage of all that. There's beautiful furniture outside that will be reappearing very shortly in the next few months. So get out and get some sunshine. This is available in the front of the building. If you were looking at the front of the building, this would actually be to the right of the main entrance. This is a pretty sketchy picture. I will admit I took it, but this is an important student space for students who are either using the fitness center or don't have access to a shower facility. We do have showers available on campus. There are locker rooms for men and women, and you can receive a lock, an assigned locker through the fitness center. You can come on and see my colleague Bob LaPalme. And the women's fitness center was, women's locker room was just updated with some mirrors and a stool and little tables so that students, if they wanted to shower, could blow dry hair, etc. And there's a makeup station there. Again, some beautiful green space. the fitness center has access to balls and bats and kickballs and soccer balls and frisbees for ultimate frisbee. Please take advantage of that. You can loan those out through the fitness center and take advantage of this beautiful green space. And I also want to bring your attention to our community kitchen. And our community kitchen is located actually right around the corner from Brian and I's office. That is open for students. There's a microwave. There is a refrigerator. There's a sink. We ask that you please clean your own dishes. You can store food in there. You want to make sure that your name is written on it. But the microwave tends to be a very busy space during the afternoon. And then I'm going to bring your attention to this beautiful area right here, which is called our games room. And this is Karen. She's one of our student, actually she's our student president, student senate president here on campus. She's a dual enrollment student, which means she's technically in high school while she's fulfilling her college requirements. And she and her fellow senators and student senate staff provided a pool table and an air hockey table for students to take advantage of. There's also a dock station where you can charge your electronic devices as well. And the equipment you'll need to loan out is in the student activities office. And again, you're going to need to show your student ID to make sure that you are currently a student, and then you can loan those out. And quickly go through these again. Okay. The Women's Resource Center. This is a space located on campus in the second floor of the core building for returning women adult students. So students who have been away from college for a while, or this could be their first ever college experience as a returning adult. And this Rosemary, who's the coordinator, helps also with men as well, but mostly she works with female students around anything from housing advocacy to childcare to helping with state or federal services like food stamps and those sorts of things. She does a lot of co-curricular activities out of her office, and she also has a really nice quiet study space with computer and printer and comfortable couches. So make sure you go see Rose. One of the other wonderful things unique to GCC is that we have a community, through the Community Meals Program, we have a food pantry, and we are unique in that not only are we unique to have this in a community college or in a college at all, we're unique. This is a unique concept to the nation of having food pantries on college campuses. So we are one of the only ones, if not the only one, in the Commonwealth to have one of these. And students who are receiving any kind of state or federal assistance, and that includes financial aid, can participate in the food program, but we don't turn anybody away. So if you happen to be a student one semester, 1 month, 2 months that you're in crisis, and you need a little extra support, please feel free to stop by the food pantry. You can pick up donation or your bag once a month, and they have anything from school supplies, kitchen and bathroom supplies. I've seen cat food in there, dog treats, and even some specialized foods like gluten-free options as well. Okay, veteran services. Many students who are returning from overseas, and this veteran services was brought to the attention of students by students. It's here serving students who have served. If you happen to be a person who has served or a member of your family has served, thank you for your time, your service to our country, and we are grateful that you're able to come home and participate in the college experience here at Greenfield Community College. Veterans are a large part of our community, and we really appreciate all they have done to serve, and we appreciate their connections here on campus as well. So we have a Veterans Affairs counselor here on campus, and she can help you figure out what's going on with any kind of benefits that you have from the federal government, including the GI Bill. And some students have come directly back from being overseas, or some students have taken a break and are ready to use their GI Bill later in life. Whatever your circumstances are, we are here to help. We also have a VetNet Club on campus that does a lot of community service on campus and off campus, including a funky-looking toilet. You'll have to check in and ask them about that. It's also a space for community to come in, study, and socialize. There's a coffee maker, a fax machine, computers, you name it. They're a wonderful place to get your homework done, to meet up with other vets, and again, a safe space for friends, family and allies of veterans and veterans themselves. So again, thank you for serving our country, and we greatly appreciate your participation here at Greenfield Community College. The Wellness Center is another great space for students to go and ask for help in time of need. Preferably, we'd like students who either have a documented physical or hidden disability to meet with with disability services and their coordination early on in the semester. So if you were a student in high school who had an IEP or a 504, if you know you have a diagnosed disability, either hidden or physical, and you need accommodations or you think you might need accommodations, this is a great place to go up and ask for help. Many students come out of high school and think, well, that was high school, I'm going to move on with college and I'm going to just change the way that I think about how I'm going to make this work. Well, 9 times out of 10, students who have had an IEP or a 504 come to college, and if they don't have reasonable accommodations, they may not find it to be as successful if they had the accommodations in place. So my recommendation is always to check in with disability services sooner than later. If you don't need the accommodations, that you find that you don't need them, then you don't need them. But if you do, at least they're there, and you can put them into place if you do find that it's going to be helpful to you. Most students do need extra time taking exams, for example, or they need a quiet study space to do that. There is adaptive software, and they also do resources and referrals out to different community partnerships if you're needing additional help outside of our college campus. And finally, through the Wellness Center, the counseling services. Kathleen Keogh is a licensed social worker, and she works with students on a weekly basis or a monthly basis with personal counseling. She's wonderful about stress management techniques and strategies, how to reduce stress and make the life work balance, school, family, work, academics, all come into play. And she also is a great advocate and resource for referrals off campus and in our local community if you're looking for extra help, not only for you, but family members and whatnot. Okay, now we're going to talk about what it means to be a savvy student. We're going to talk about what we call a degree audit. We're going to talk about a 4 to 8 semester sequence, transfer, academic calendar, college catalog, the registration bulletin, and planning and supplies. Okay, so we're going to start with choosing an academic major. It's really important for students to know that we have a variety of different options here at Greenfield Community College. We have degrees that are designed to go directly to work, and we have degrees that are designed to transfer to a 4-year institution. In fact, we have a lot of collaborations with local colleges, and we've had worked previously in the past with colleges in California, for example, where students are interested in transferring out there. So my suggestion for you, if you know that you're going to transfer to another college or university, is to get this process started early, and please go to the Academic Advising Center and meet up with Kathy Maisto to talk about setting up a plan for figuring out where you want to go, what you might want to study, and she's going to talk to you about your hobbies and your interests and how that's all going to come together. In the academic advising process, when you meet with your academic advisor, you are going to be issued or maybe not, maybe you're going to be bringing it to your advisor's attention, a degree audit. And this is an example of a liberal arts degree audit. And it's basically a contract between the institution, GCC, and you to determine what classes you need to fulfill the graduation requirements to earn an associate's degree in liberal arts. So every time you meet with your academic advisor, you're going to want to bring this with you, and you're going to want to check off the courses you've taken and then think about structuring a semester's worth of work with the classes that you have left to take. Every college and university in the United States has a degree audit, and it's something that you check off as you go along to make sure that you're timely in setting goals for how long you want to stay at GCC and how long you want to go on to get another degree, either a bachelor's degree or even go on to graduate school. In addition to that, it wanted to make sure that we tell you that it's sort of a myth to get an associate's degree in 2 years. We call them 2-year programs, but they're actually not 2 years. Students can be here for 3 or 4 years. Depending on how long you want to be here is depending on what you're going to plan for. So if we go back to our main page here and we talk about the 4 to 8 semester sequence, on the back side of your degree audit sheet, we have them available in the Academic Advising Office. There are 4 to 8 semester sequence plans. So what that means is, how do you get a 2-year degree in 2 years? You're going to have to go take classes here in the January session, summer 1 and summer 2. So you're going to have to be a student all year long to make it work to get out of here in 2 years. It can happen. Many students do it, but they have to plan ahead. So make sure that's you. Okay? So included with that is our academic calendar, and the academic calendar provides you dates when we're on spring break, for example, or when holidays are happening, when finals start. That's something you're going to also want to have available to you, and that is going to be available. You can find it on the website. Let me click through here. But it's also available in your college catalog, in your student planner, and in the registration bulletin. So the catalog here in the green is a rather large document, and it's provided in the registrar's office, and you can see all the degree programs we offer at the institution, degrees that are designed to transfer, degrees that are designed to go to work, certificate programs, every class that we offer at the institution in alphabetical order. It includes the prerequisites you're going to need. So if you're going to need to eventually take a 200-level class in psychology, you're going to need to take the 100 level first. All that information is in there, including student conduct, policies of the institution, those sorts of things. And the document in the middle, the white document, is a registration bulletin, and that comes out for every semester that students can register to take classes in the future. So right now we're looking towards registering for summer 1, summer 2, and fall 2015. Now this bulletin can be outdated quickly because classes will fill up. So the most up-to-date information will be on the website, and you can search registration bulletin on the website, www.gcc.mass.edu. The student planner, the document to your right, is available through the Academic Advising Center. And again, it restates policies, procedures, student conduct. It also includes the academic calendar. It also includes student resources that are available on campus, like peer tutoring, like disability services, like the fitness center, those sorts of things.